Walter, the CEO of the Storyline Airport, has turned the Storyline Airport into a sensation in recent years. The airport has grown exponentially, leading to Walter having big airlines such as American Airlines, Delta Airlines, and Southwest Airlines all emerging at the airport with multiple flights a day, tons of passengers, and a lot of potential ahead. Walter has recently ran into problems with American Airlines such as bad customer service, high prices on flights into the airport, and also bad reviews online dealing with the airport. Walter has found this as a problem and needs to call CEO of American Airlines, Doug Parker, stone in his office at the airport. I keep getting complaints about American Airlines at the airport due to its high prices, bad customer service, and more bad reviews. It's time for me to get a call with Doug. Hello Doug, this is Walter of the Memphis Airport. How are you doing today? Nice to talk to you again, Walter. Quite good. How about yourself? I've been doing great. I've needed to talk to you about American at the airport. There's been a lot of action with the expansion lately. I've loved having American Airlines break out at the airport and I want to see it continue. However, with the high prices, and I hear about bad employees too, we need to work on fixing that, or we'll have to look at how much more we can do as the biggest airline at the airport. I will put my staff on that as soon as possible. We will do better. This is too good of a market for us to not have. Thank you for taking that into consideration. I can't afford for my airport to have bad reviews though, and I really want the airport to emerge and be the biggest airport in Tennessee. However, it's not going to be easy if we have more bad reviews and more bad customer service and employees. I want this airport to be as friendly as possible and as convenient as possible for passengers, but for this to happen is unacceptable, and I think if we fix it, that will be all better together. Also, for the high prices, I still understand that fuel is very high at the airport and it's harder to get into the airport with limited gates, and it quickly growing with taxes and government getting us for taxes, everything like that. It's very difficult. If you can find a way to help out with the prices and to make it more convenient for passengers to make it happen, maybe offer some sort of sales or maybe take some sort of a loss to help us out, that would really be appreciative. It'll pay off in the end with more sales and everything like that. I would really appreciate it, and I just want the best for both of us. I don't want to see American go by any means at the airport, and I want to see him continue to grow. However, if this is going to be what we still have as of right now, I don't think it's going to be able to happen. You have competition such as Southwest Airlines, Delta Airlines, and many more competing with you on multiple flights. And I don't want to see him take over for American. I want to see you guys emerge and be the cornerstone of the airport. However, once again, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to see that with all these problems. Yes, I completely understand that, and I do want the best for us at the airport. It is very difficult to coming to a small airport though, like you mentioned, and to come on and put on a show and be the biggest airline here pronto. As American, there is a lot we want to do. We want to keep expanding, and we do one day want to have a future hub here. However, there's still a lot to go over, and it may not ever work out. You're right on the high fuel prices, and there's high tax on everything, and it's very hard to get into this airport still. As the airport continues to grow, it won't be as high as an operating fee since it will be known and the passengers will be rolling in. We want to see that continue, and we do want to work with you, and we want to make this something great. All that I ask is for you to be patient, and we will make this happen. Just be patient with me, and I will have this happening. I'll talk to my staff immediately. We'll work on employees. We'll make everything better. The reviews will be going up, and I promise that it won't be worse from here. I want the best for both of us as a business in general, and I just ask for you to be patient, and if we can work this out, you handle it in a very good way. I really appreciate that, and we're going to make this great. Thank you, Doug, for your time. Let's make this happen at the airport. Absolutely. See you later. Goodbye. Goodbye.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Red River Aviation. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today, and today we have our late August 2019 Storyline Airport update for you guys as the sun comes out on some beautiful lighting we have here. Just a couple passing clouds, not too bad. In this Storyline Airport update, I know you guys just saw it. I really hope you guys just enjoyed that cutscene. That will be a big integration to these Storyline Airport updates. As you can tell, the AA hub is in jeopardy now with some management by the fans, and also I thought that not having you guys vote on it was wrong. I have understand that this should be more of a fan-driven series, and for you guys not to vote on something as critical as that was probably the wrong move, and I think that I apologize. I'm sorry for not letting you guys have an opportunity to vote on that. I quickly made a situation to where you guys will be able to have a shot to change the outcome of that. And also there's another cutscene coming towards the end of the video, which will be after the actual airport update portion. I'm not going to say what it is, but it's very good, so I hope you guys are ready for that and excited for that. It'll be at the end, so hopefully you guys are willing to watch the whole airport update through so you guys can see that. So I hope you guys are excited for today's Storyline Airport update. If you guys are, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. If you guys like the new cutscene integrations into these airports, let me know. I think it's a pretty cool way to really make this airport stand out from everybody else's, just a whole nother element to it. But yeah, to say the least, we do have a lot of news. The American Airlines hub here at the Storyline Airport update is in jeopardy now after that management deal between the whole airport and American themselves. That will be voted on by you guys if you guys want to see them keep the hub airline or not. Once again, the reason that they are the hub airline and why I'm trying to keep it that way is because that's the most aircraft I have. I was planning on making United Express and Delta a Focus City Airlines for both of those, which I still have plans to do that and hopefully keep American hub because I wanted to integrate all my models into this, and the only way I was going to be able to do that was to make this into an American hub, which there was some disagreement on that, and I can understand why. But I'm going to give you guys a shot to vote. And if they don't end up being the hub, this series will run shorter. I'll say it right now. There won't be as much to add. But yeah, for new routes and everything, the vote, we'll talk about it just after I talk about the new stuff real quick. So as of right now, the American stays the same. Alaska has an aircraft change. United has a new route finally. You guys finally voted on that. So yeah, way to go for you guys. Delta has a new flight too, and that should be it. Maybe no other aircraft swap, it looks like. So yeah, fairly the same, but that was because of the whole jeopardy with the airport. And there's a big cutscene at the end. You're not going to want to miss that with the whole management between. There's going to be something huge that happens. So yeah, please be there for that. I hope you guys are very excited for this video. If you guys are, make sure to leave a like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. There's a lot to it, and the cutscene at the end, once again, is very important. You're not going to want to miss it because it'll be, let's just say that everything ties together. You're not going to want to miss it. So let's watch it through. I hope you guys like that cutscene to begin. We'll talk about that more once we get towards the American Airlines side of things, which we'll start with them. We'll just go over there now and begin. Anyways, yeah, I get to use this MD-80 stand a couple more times before they retire. I will probably retire them out of this airport. I haven't decided yet, but I don't want to. But that's in 16 days of recording, which will be 15 days for you guys. It's a week from, or 2 weeks from tomorrow when this is going out. It's 2 weeks from the Tuesday, so that's on September 3rd. So you guys are really excited for that. But we're just going to get started here with the American Airlines section. So nothing's changed. The construction's actually even been postponed due to this whole mess between the airport and American Airlines. Yeah, once again, this is up to you guys, what you guys want to see come out of this. American kept their operations as they were in the previous update. The only thing that's different now is that they're in jeopardy of not expanding anymore due to the all these problems. I haven't done the cutscenes yet, so that's why I'm kind of unfamiliar with exactly how everything works. So I'm sorry, time didn't work out how I wanted to do that first. But yeah, hopefully I find a way to make it work well. But the whole airport disagreement thing is the reason why we're sitting how it is. So yeah, we're just going to get started. So once again, construction's postponed. American still has their 5 gates here at Terminal 1, or A, I think is what I called it, and that's Terminal B, that whole section right there. So we're just going to hop into it. We're going to begin down there at the end with gate number A1. Loading up, we have an American Airlines Ember 175. He's currently getting ready for flight out to, this was our Washington DCA flight, which is still 1 daily. Ember 175, yeah, it's been doing well, even with these disagreements. I made the news, to say the least, in our fictional world here. So it's a huge deal for the airport, and if American doesn't end up being hub, I don't know. I'm not going to tell you guys if American's going to get kicked out or what's going to happen, but I can definitely say that It's a big vote, so make sure to go vote on that, with the new airline being between Allegiant, Spirit, and what's going to be our new airline? Allegiant, Spirit, and we will go with I'm just trying to think of what else I have. Allegiant, Spirit, and Volaris. We'll go with Volaris. And for your new airline routes, we'll go with Southwest and Alaska and Frontier and Aero Mexico. So here we have at A number 2, which since it's not expanding, I'm just going to call it by how it is pretty much. American Airlines Boeing 737-800. He's heading out to Phoenix in some very good lighting. So excited to get the NG model 737. I will get one, even though I don't need it. I still want to. It looks really good. So yeah, we'll see how that is. Pushing back. Oh, I completely forgot the tug. So disregard that. This update kind of got a little rushed. About to have to get a thumbnail. The lighting's pretty good. So I'm actually going to do that. Anyways, imaginary pushback tug. We have an American Airlines Airbus A319. He's heading out to Charlotte Dulles International Airport today. Once again, this is 2 A319s and a A320. American can't change operations. They are restricted on that until input is received. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Paint chip. It looks like something got on the tail. Try to get that. I'll try to remember to clean that off. At A7, we have a LUS American Airlines Airbus A321. Some great lighting. Sky marks, you could call it if you want. Anyways, he's loading up with service out to Los Angeles. That's the substitution. Usually the Sharklet will fly that, but thought it would be cool to change it up, of course. So pretty, really pretty lighting, to say the least. A9, oh, my favorite. Here we have American Airlines McDonnell MD-82. He's currently loading up with service out to Dallas Fort Worth today after arrival from Chicago O'Hare. The sheet's over there, but it's Dallas is 2 MD-80s, 2 7.5s, and a 737, I think. Chicago's an MD-80, 737, and a 7.5, 7 MD-80, and 737. So, yeah, there's the American section fairly quick, but there's a lot of planes taxiing today too, so take that into consideration. Also, I will get it from the other side when we get to it. We'll get this portion of the taxiway over here. I'm not trying to go fast, but once again, I want you guys to really see that cutscene because it's very important. I mean, it's going to be big. It's as big as the Jeopardy for the hub. So, yeah, hopefully you guys are all liking that whole, all of these cutscenes and everything coming into the airport. I think it's a pretty gosh darn cool element to the airport. My inspiration on that. If you guys actually want to know the truth on where I got the inspiration, I do have a couple of other. What's the word here? I guess you call them just hobbies in general, but interests. I have a couple other interests, and in one of those interests, specifically, this would be considered just, I guess you call it video games in general. This same type of system was integrated, and I thought it would be really cool to bring that over to this, and it worked really well, so that's where the inspiration came from, but I think it's really cool, because I've never seen it done before. So, taxiing off the runway, we have a Delta Airlines Boeing 717-200. I want to say this is our... Let me get the sheet, I might as well. Yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying this update so far. That cutscene was really good. I believe this is our... Oh, I want to say it's Detroit, or... Delta... Okay, so this is an upgrade flight. So Detroit's now on 2 daily 717s. So he came in from Detroit and will be heading back very shortly. Kind of confused, but this is the first time the 717's made an appearance in this airport, so pretty awesome. Currently turning the corner here, we have a JetBlue Embraer 190 coming in from Boston. Not much to change on JetBlue. They didn't have an opportunity, I don't think, to expand. So, yeah, Bark Hotel, awesome model, love it. So excited for my birthday coming up. I'm telling you, we're going to have a huge, massive unboxing. Tons of models will be flowing in. There is one new model in this update. I briefly mentioned it. Wanting to get the model, and it came up for a good deal, and I did. And it actually does look really good over there. So currently taxiing in, we have an Alaska Airlines 737-800 coming in from Portland. We'll be heading out to Seattle today. That's the same flights. no difference really with that. I'm thinking about moving Alaska over with American though, because they're partners. I didn't know that, but there was a comment about it. So because they do it at Chicago and things like that, where Alaska parks by there. But I did think about it, but you could call me whatever for seeing it in the comments and saying I known it. But yeah, in 2017 I saw him park over there with American at Chicago, and I kind of already knew about it, but I didn't. But yeah, I do want to do that. I just, with this whole situation, I'm going to let it definitely cool off before I start making more changes. That's why this update's kind of a little, there's not much, because this whole airport deal, airlines were not really wanting to do too much this time around. So next update will be huge though, early September. So once again, that's the under construction area. They didn't get anything done before this massive outbreak happened. So currently taxiing in, we have the United Emerald 175 on the brand new flight. Yes, United, after months of not getting a chance, they are finally going to be getting a brand new flight here. We're in somewhere in 2020, I want to say, or we may be in 2021, early 2021. I can't remember how it works, but I kind of just go with the flow with it. Anyways, he's currently taxiing in from our brand new flight. They are competing now with one daily Emerald 175 to Chicago O'Hare. So congratulations, United. It took this long, but they're finally flying something besides Houston, which is a good aircraft upgrade. Once again, one daily Emerald 175. It's pretty awesome that United's finally able to make an impact. It's been forever, but they finally did it. We'll come back to this portion towards the end. Back there, once again, the blast pad looks awesome, I think. I do want to make a couple more of those and put in other places in my other airports mainly, but this airport would be nice too. Flying in, we have the American Emerald 145 from Philadelphia, still one daily. All those flights are the same. Last American aircraft, besides a couple over here in the update. So we'll see how those go for those aircraft. Still a lot going for American, just, yeah, the whole hub deal. I shouldn't have called it out and said they were going to be a hub, but I mean, I just trying to work around my aircraft orientation and things like that, just so I could make the most out of it. But you know, once again, things may not just be able to work out like that. Some awesome lighting here for these aircraft. Down there at B1, we have a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800. He's currently loading up passengers with service out to Las Vegas today after arrival from Los Angeles. That's the 737-800 turnaround, which is back after last update I did the Canyon Blue deal. So that's why it was not a. That's why it was a 737-700. But we're back to the 800 there. Triple Crown 1 heading out to Denver after arrival from Phoenix. Southwest looking to get an upgrade or new routes and flights and upgrades this update around. So we'll see if they are able to do that. I'd love a Southwest focus city, and I think I'd be able to do it. It would be like 10 aircraft, and they would have around 8 gates or so. So maybe they're the airline. But yeah, all we're answering in this vote is if American's going to be the hub or not, or technically a hub. But American will have a big presence regardless, I think, just because of aircraft orientation and the reasoning. I think you guys will understand why I'm doing it like that. So hopefully you guys understand. But yeah, Triple Crown 1 heading out to Phoenix after arrival from Denver. Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-700 in the beautiful Maryland 1 paint scheme. He's heading out to Dallas after arrival from Houston Hobby. I know this is off topic, but this is definitely worth addressing. Out of all the things this week in aviation news, which I think it's definitely one of the biggest things, and Southwest had a ton of news this month specifically, but the one key thing that popped my eye, and this is because I am a local to the airport pretty much and all that stuff, Southwest Airlines cuts flights from Oklahoma City to Dallas Love Field. This flight carries over 100,000 passengers per year. It's one of the most profitable routes, I think, and most beneficial. But out of all the things that were to happen, Southwest Airlines cuts the route in January 2020. Which is absolutely crazy to think that a route that carries so many passengers, that flies so many times a day, that's going to get cut. So I'm assuming that most of this traffic, I think that around 2/3 will head over to American Airlines if you're mainly going to Dallas. But there's quite a few people that still go to Dallas. A lot of it's connections. A lot of it, I think, will also flow over to Houston Hobby, and probably there'll be a couple flights that also move over to maybe Denver and Phoenix. It's just interesting. I never would have expected that. So I think most of it will be handed over to Houston Hobby and American Dallas Fort Worth service out of Oklahoma City, but still pretty crazy. Make sure you go check out the channel update after this video if you don't mind. There's a lot in that update that I think you guys would really like to hear about. So yeah, that was B2 and 3. So B4, Delta Airlines McDonald's MD-90 getting ready for Minneapolis St. Paul after arrival from Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson. Delta stayed the same besides one new flight. Atlanta did not get upgraded in this. I didn't have much time to film this update, so I didn't go over a lot of the routes that we've already had. So yeah, anyways, Delta is pretty much the same as they are flying to Minneapolis after arrival from Atlanta on this. MD-90, of course. I want to get the 88 really bad, but we'll see if I'm able to get that done or not. We will have to see. B6, Delta Airlines 737-800 heading out to Salt Lake City. This is still 2 daily 737-800s, but still a very profitable route for Delta. Flying fairly big aircraft on it, you would think, for this part of the region, of course. So, yeah, Delta's still doing very well. They have a new flight right there. I'm not going to say what it is. That was the Performer Detroit flight, but they have new service to a different airport now on that aircraft, so pretty awesome. Really excited to get the 737-900 very soon. We're going to be working on that shortly. Delta Airlines CS-100, he's loading up for Atlanta after arrival from Minneapolis St. Paul, so those two turnaround, deal right there. He's loading up quickly and will be heading out shortly. Love the CS-100, wish it was still called that, but I'll always call it that because that was the original name and everything like that. So, yeah. A220 if you really want to be Pacific, but, great looking model. Antenna still off, and I don't know what the problem is with it, but yeah. Anyways, heading out to Atlanta after arrival from Minneapolis St. Paul. Here's our new flight, Delta Airlines. This is the Embraer 170 heading out to the newly added first airline to fly to this part of the United States, New York LaGuardia, which will be one daily Embraer 170. Really excited to see Delta finally crack New York before American even got a shot to. American's big suspension was a big reason why New York LaGuardia was next, and like Miami for them to fly. But yeah, Delta was able to do it. So congratulations to Delta. That was really awesome that they were able to do that before American, so they even have competition. So we'll see what happens with American, and once again, that's majority vote. So make sure you go vote in that. Link in the description. So yeah. Loading up here, we have Frontier Airlines Airbus A320neo heading out to Tulsa after arrival from Orlando MCO. Tulsa's actually not performing too well, so Frontier might start cutting stuff. We'll see. That may be a topic of the next video. I may make that a bigger deal than what it is right now, but we will have to see. So Frontier getting ready for Tulsa after arrival from Orlando. Orlando's doing pretty well, but Tulsa just okay. And I want to get good lighting for the new model. Let me see if I can do that. Get a little closer. Alright, here we go. Ta-da! I talked about it in the Albuquerque updates, and I came across it for a really good deal, so here it is. The new livery Alaska Airlines Airbus A320. I think it's an awesome model. The engines are of course big, but besides that, it's a beautiful plane. Anyways, he's currently loading up passengers, and he'll be heading out to Seattle, Washington. I decided to make one flight to A320 because I wanted to get this model out on display. Pretty gosh darn cool model, and I think that it'll be why am I missing a word? It'll be a nice addition to this airport, and then Albuquerque, and then maybe I'll throw it in Dallas just to throw it in Dallas. We'll see. I didn't have the model when I filmed the Dallas update, so that's part of the reason why I wasn't in there, but I wasn't planning on adding it in there anyway. So anyways, Alaska Airbus A320 service out to Alaska A320 heading out to Seattle. Aero Mexico 737-800 heading out on the one daily flight to Mexico City. Not much change. Didn't have time to think about it that much, so yeah. Quick flight out to Mexico City. Well, not so much quick, but You know, your one daily, it's a midday flight, surprisingly not an overnighter, which I would agree with that. Since it's only one daily, not two right now, but United's back there peaking, but Alaska still looks great. Really glad to have the A320. I think it's a cool model. I'll give you guys a better look. This will be in the next massive unboxing. A lot of the models will be. So we have the Alaska titles, which I think are really close on the Airbus aircraft. I don't really like that. I wish they were farther over, but you know, it's fine. They look good regardless, I think. Then you have your Neo engines, your windows, your wing fences, which are pretty gosh darn cool in that Alaska plane, and then your Chester, which I think it looks pretty gosh darn cool. I don't know how many of these Alaska actually operates. Quite a few, I think, but I can't confirm that off the top of my head. So, Alaska A320 serves out to Seattle, Aeromexico, and out to Mexico City. United Airbus A319 on the one of 3 daily flights to Houston IH, which is the upgrade over the Embraer 175. It's crazy. Or 2 daily A319s and 1 daily Embraer 175 will make it a little more realistic. Pretty gosh darn cool that United finally got the chance to make this move. So we'll see if this emerges for United. We'll see if they build off this. But finally, United has a bigger presence here at the Storyline Airport. There's the focus. Over there we have a JetBlue Airbus A320 Bluebird. Is that what this plane's called? Pretty sure it's Bluebird. Stripes tail. Heading out to New York JFK on the 1 daily flight. That's close to getting upgraded. The flight's been performing phenomenally. So, finally down there we have an Air Canada Express CRJ705 heading out to why am I forgetting? I want to say I sent it to Toronto, but I could have sent it to Vancouver. We'll say Toronto regardless. Love the old livery, but the new livery is so much better. Love to get a new livery Air Canada. Waiting on the Embraer 175 to be released for Dallas, of course, but if not, we got the old livery to make it work for now. So here's that lineup one more time. The whole terminal B portion. I think it's a pretty gosh darn cool terminal. You have your whole Southwest section, then you have the Delta, Focus City, whatever you want to call it, and then you have all your other airlines, which is quite a few at this point. But yeah, you do have the chance to vote on new airlines too in this update. There's a lot to it. So excited to make cutscenes after this. I'm exhausted. I'll talk more about that towards the end of the video. But I'm not going to do tons of rambling because that cutscene is very important and it has to be at the end. You'll see why. We'll just move on to the rest of these planes. Frontier Airbus A320neo, Wilbur the Whitetail, taxiing, getting ready for takeoff. Service out to Denver today. Flight's been performing great. Southwest is the only competition on the 1 daily flight. So yeah, this is 5 weekly. If I said it I may have daily on my sheet. I'll keep it daily if it's on the sheet. Yeah, MCO and Tulsa are 3 weekly. It's a daily 320 neo for Frontier, so I'll keep it that way for Denver. So yeah, they're performing pretty gosh darn well with Frontier on this route. Denver, hopefully it's going to be a bigger presence, but it's at least nice to have a couple airlines doing nonstop. I think United will be next, and then Southwest hopefully will be a big integration, but I think Southwest maybe is the future of the hub. We'll see which airline's the hub. Leave your suggestions in the comments below. I'll definitely be taking that into account when currently getting ready for takeoff here. We have an American Airlines Boeing 757-200 heading out to Chicago O'Hare after arrival from Dallas Fort Worth. A beautiful model that will be a big presence in the airport still. Maybe these will sub in on Phoenix flights. We'll have to see, but still absolutely lovely to see this plane in the update. Still love to add a couple more, but we'll see. I'm trying to figure out why this MD-80 is not getting great, or the sun on it. Okay, so it has to be that pillar thing. Landing here on runway, I think this was 18 is what I called it. Here we have an American Airlines McDonald's MD-82. Once again, it's the black nose, but since they're coming to an end here, it's 2 weeks now. It's incredible how short it is. I wanted to get the most out of it. So anyways, Currently landing in from Dallas-Fort Worth, and we'll be heading back to Dallas-Fort Worth. Beautiful aircraft. Love it. He's just getting ready to touch down. He may be a little late, but yeah, I wish this runway was actually bigger. But in a 1 to 400 scale, that runway would be probably around 4,500 foot. I'm just pretending that's the whole runway, but once again, when we get more fold-up tables and everything, it'll mainly be terminals and runways to be determined and everything like that. So we'll figure that out as we go. Already 26 minutes. I knew these. Time's crazy, guys. Time's simply crazy how fast it goes. Once again, with school and everything, I know I talked about a morning channel update, which you're more willing to go check out. It's a 35-minute video, but there's a lot to that too. Just busy. I'm trying to sound as enthusiastic as I can, even being exhausted every day. I'm trying my absolute best. So hopefully you guys are willing to work with me on that. It's definitely not easy, but I absolutely love this stuff, and I'm not going to let it go for anything. And it's just so crazy that these MD-80s are almost gone. Which I don't know how I'm saying that every update without breaking a tear, but man, it's tough. I don't think I'll be able to edit any pictures or anything tonight because I have this whole video to work on, which the cutscenes are going to be definitely take some time. It's not going to be easy just come up with a script off the top of my head. Plus, I need to add on the I need to get the official like CEO and everything, like just line it all up and have it all ready. And coming up just very shortly will be next cutscene. So please, if you're here, just stay for it. It's worth it. I'm telling you, you guys are really going to enjoy it. It's huge. You guys are definitely not going to want to miss it. And if you went to the pool already and you already saw that there's another option and you have absolutely no idea what it is, it's probably because you didn't watch the whole video through, and that's why it's a must to watch this all the way through. It's an absolute have to in these airports that to really see what you're getting a whole taste of. And I really appreciate it if you do. I know coming up with half hour every day, especially in my life, it's not easy for everyone to do. And if you do it that for my channel and a lot of my videos, just thank you. I seriously can't thank you enough for supporting me and the channel and everything like that. It's seriously fun to do this. We're already 516 subscribers right now, so please subscribe and turn on the notification bell. You're not going to want to miss content from here. We got a lot of awesome stuff coming. And yeah, Rambling Lies next Friday. I'm going to try to get Psycho Ape Geek out video out mid this week. Next week will be the Friday will be a trip for Delta Ember 175 Minneapolis to Tulsa. Next Monday will be Tulsa update, I believe is what it was, and then Tulsa maybe towards the end of the month. I'm not sure what's in that time slot. Well, no, I think it's actually going to be Reno. I addressed Reno Airport in the channel updates, so make sure to go check that out. Besides that, please follow me on Instagram at Red River Aviation to see channel updates and the photography. I'm posting every day to that, and yeah, pictures come out real good and everything, so I'd really appreciate it if you'd support me there. Hope you guys enjoyed the Storyline Airport update. I'm really sorry I couldn't put more time into it since this whole new storyline deal and the cutscenes and everything are really a big portion now. I really wanted to make that a really big deal, and unfortunately I didn't make it as big as I wanted it to be. It's still huge, of course, but you know, with time and everything, I would have liked to make this update really well done, and I still think it's pretty well done. This update, I think it was a little rushed. Went through planes pretty fast, but it still feels like forever probably for you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys all have a fantastic day. Let's roll it into the cutscene, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the cutscenes, let me know. Give me the feedback, and yeah. This is a big deal, so yeah, make sure to give your input after cutscene, and you'll see why very shortly. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and enjoy the cutscene. Red River Aviation, signing off.
Walter's sitting in his office. Air Canada employee Lacey Dunn's in his office. Hello, Doug. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me today. I'm really not sure if I'm going to be able to continue to work at the clerk. The passengers seem to be unfriendly and very hard to communicate with since they're different accents from Canada. I'm not sure if it's going to be able to work. I absolutely love aviation and love this job, but I think that maybe on the ramp would be a better job for me, as crazy as it sounds. I know I'm a female and I know that role doesn't fit me very well probably, but I would still like to try it. What would you have to say? We're running out of clerks. We really can't afford to lose another. I know you're getting paid well, and you really just need to suck it up and get out there and do it. I don't like your attitude about that. You should at least give me a chance. You know, I think it's ridiculous. Why don't you give me a chance? Please. I'm your boss, and you're going to listen to me. If you want paid this month, you are going to lurk at the clerk. That is ridiculous. I'm not putting up with this.